Welcome to the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast.
If you like a lot of wrestling on YouTube. Did you know that Alicia is a group of foxes?
No.
Like a murder of crows.
Exactly.
A parliament of crabs. I used
Have you
to
made
check
that
this
one up?
out. No, I used to check this out quite regularly. All the list of names for different groups of animals.
Yeah.
I might have just got that wrong.
A parliament of crabs?
I'm sure it's a parliament of crabs. It's a parliament of something. Or maybe owls. Owls are crabs. They look the same, don't they? Yes, they do.
A Maffew of botches. I like that one.
Yes.
You get a cluster of botches. That's a Maffew. Right
Yes.
there. Yeah.
I like that. Used to be known as CCW, but now it's known as a Maffew. Yes. I'm Maffew, the botch guy. It's going to be at Starcast. And I'll be wearing this jacket so people do not mistake me for a Make-A-Wish kid. I know it's very easy to do. Joined as always by Ross.
Thank you.
Still
Hello.
rocking that awesome haircut.
Thank you.
Former astronaut turned politician, Ross.
Via a sex scandal. No.
Yes, the sex scandal has got him into Parliament, into crabs.
That's what this cardigan's for, just to show I've mellowed down from my old dirty ways.
Yes. Speaking of old dirty ways, also the lovely Jack the Jobber.
Hello. How are you?
Very sweaty. How are you doing?
I'm all right. It's been a busy week of post-SummerSlam shenanigans and preparing for Wrestling Media Con.
Beat the wrestle twats, Maffew.
Oh,
You're
man.
in the company of greatness.
Oh, it was the most dramatic. Oh, because we differed on 3 picks, right? We went for Drew, they went for Cedric. So straight away, they had a 1-0 lead at the start of the show.
You had the moral victory there.
We were like, oh, well, because Drew's great.
Yes.
And then they picked Owens and Alexa, 2 of the squash victims of the night. It was hilarious. It was so funny.
They picked Alexa Bliss over Ronda Rousey at SummerSlam.
Yes, they did.
Be sure to bring that up at Manchester Media Con.
Yeah, details are at wrestlingmediacon.com. See them do a dance and a song. Fools.
I have to say, though, you may have won the picks, but that insult video they did against you.
No, it wasn't as good. No, it wasn't. They called me Jack the Hand
What
Job.
a curb stomp battle that
I had
was.
small hands. Ooh. Wasn't.
Owens got more offense in against Strowman.
They said I can't use the catchphrase anymore, just choose not to. That was my point. And the fact no one understands what I said. I'm from Newcastle, so yeah.
That's what people believe, though.
What did they say about
The truth does not matter,
What did they
right?
say about Pachi? Oh, he's sexy. Oh, what an insult that
No,
is.
it's like, I'm the better trans...
Oh, that's such a fright. Oh, I thought he was gone.
Right.
Oh, goodness.
No, what was it Ollie was saying? I'm the better at dressing up like a lady. Not you, Adam. You dressed up like a man. Called
Wait.
Goldust.
Don't say his name 3 times. Or maybe cut myself again.
That was terrifying. Oh.
Okay, and yes, so...
Do you need a
rather than
cigarette?
Knackered.
You feel like you need a cigarette.
I'm absolutely
I
knackered.
always look like I need a fag. We'll have a look
Don't
at
say that.
the
Lee
week-
Di-
For Americans.
God, Americans.
Yeah,
I saw Lee
yeah,
Dixon
yeah.
said that word fag, referring to Sari's, the Chelsea manager, smoking cigarettes. He said fag on US TV, and it was up.
I know that.
Yeah.
That's...
For
Yeah.
anyone
How did
watching,
you
Trying to
know?
be cool in here.
I didn't know you knew.
Oh.
Didn't know you knew the sockers.
Sometimes the stuff that comes out my mouth is actually alright.
Just got to cover our asses.
Disclaimer, no stuff.
just to clarify, fag in the UK means cigarette. It's not a slur.
And don't do what I did last time was at Magfest and go, oh, would someone borrow a cigarette off someone? Oh, did you bum a fag off him? Which is Newcastle
no.
for can I borrow a... Actually, Giz a tab is more like
He's a
Newcastle,
tab.
but-
That's Scottish.
Yes, thank you.
SummerSlam was interesting, wasn't it?
It was.
Yes, SummerSlam was interesting.
I thought it was the best easily since 2013.
Yes, same.
Yeah. I can't think of anything in 2014.
I like the fact there was not too much in the way of celebrity there. We saw Jon Stewart.
Oh,
thankfully.
yeah, I know, because my Twitter feed was full of Make-A-Wish Vince Russo. Yeah, 2 Make-A-Wish jokes. Yes, last year's did have the awesome main event, but very little outside of that. Maybe
Yeah.
Styles versus Owens. Yeah, this year overall, God, did it drag, but I think that's something you have to put up
Got to
with.
get used to it now, haven't we?
Yeah, really. There's no changing it, sadly. And we had people over on the Monday evening, like, yeah, get ready, yeah. And, you know it's a good thing where people are like, 4 hours? What, is like Pitbull playing
How
an
did it-
entire gig
So
midway through?
You watched
or-
it. You hadn't seen it before you watched it.
No.
Right. So how did the room react to Samoa Joe saying, "I'll be on you, daddy"?
Oh, wow.
That
Uproar.
hyped the room, and people like, yeah, great to see Joe versus Styles.
Mm-hmm.
They had a very good match. Maybe went on a bit too long, like a lot of these matches on this card, because you're like, okay, I'm really excited for this, but then it's like, all right, can you hurry up? Can you please end now? And I think it was a mistake because I got sick of it midway through because Miz versus Bryan followed that. And that's very much mistaken.
That was quite long as well, yeah.
And it just those two back to back. It was like
That was the one match I didn't like, Bryan versus Miz, because it was too much wrestling, not enough fighting. Right. It should have just been a brawl, shouldn't it?
Yeah, Styles and Joe had more hatred going on than those two, and those two have been technically feuding for nearly 10 years.
Yeah.
So
just too much wrestling.
Yeah, too much wrestling at SummerSlam. But overall, yeah, I thought it was better than WrestleMania.
Oh, that's a big one. It's up there.
Yeah, I think I'll agree.
Better
it certainly flew over quicker to watch, I thought.
Yeah.
It was an easier digest.
Yes.
The squash matches helped.
Yeah. Oh, great. I'm glad someone's paying attention and going, yeah, you know what? No more. I mean, this would have been a joke. I would have easily turned it from a thumbs up to a thumbs down if Baron and Balor had gone another 20 minutes of this chin lock and 3 advert breaks.
They concluded feuds, didn't they? Which is the point of them, which is why they were good, I thought.
I just would have rather that it wasn't Owens. Made it look like a fool, but hopefully he gets something better in the future.
Nah, I think it's people are being too negative about that, I feel, because I think Owens is playing the coward guy that's been only able to trick Braun.
Yeah.
It's like, aha, now I have if you get DQ'd, I win the briefcase. And it's like, okay, fine. As soon as there's no Jinder or anybody get in the way, you just beat the hell out of him.
I thought it was fine as well, because it builds Braun up, didn't it, to be the next, hopefully at WrestleMania, the big win at WrestleMania against Roman.
You'd hope so, and then things got a bit weird, didn't they, Ross?
They did.
They pulled a little trick on the crowd.
I thought that was like Vince McMahon going, remember who's in charge, lads. We'll give it you now, and we'll take it away, and then I'll...
Life sucks.
And then you die.
It was like...
But I thought it worked, because when eventually it does happen, we're going to all remember the moment he took it away, and it'll be, all the bigger, won't it?
Yeah. I thought it was a weird trick at the end, wasn't it? Because the live crowd was still, you could tell, was still going, oh, is Braun gonna? Oh, and then we could see the signature in the bottom of the screen. Live crowd couldn't. And then it ended, and presumably they were like, boo! But it was too late. It had already been. Yeah. It was a swindle.
Well, they started booing because the corner arrived, and then Tommaso Ciampa ran out.
With a crutch.
I love that. Yeah, a takeover. At
Speaking
the exact moment,
yes.
that thing appeared.
Yeah.
And I went, ooh.
Yeah.
And then instantly, because Gaga was like, oh no, I fell off the bridge. And the referees are holding him.
Fell off a bridge.
Yeah, if you didn't watch NXT TakeOver, fell off a bridge. The referee's like, you okay? And as soon as that appeared, he reappeared. And he was like, oh! But it looked like he was genuinely scared of the thing in the corner. Like, oh, no. Yeah. I can see it now.
It's a nice little segue there. TakeOver was a hell of a show.
Yes. Yeah, I think the only thing better than that this year was the one at Mania weekend.
New Orleans
which was
the show of the year for me.
Maybe the best NXT show ever.
It's one of the best shows I've ever seen, that one, New Orleans. But this one was really good too.
Yeah, utterly spoiled with these.
I know.
Utterly.
Triple H's class. Love him.
Mustache Mountain on a NXT TakeOver show.
How Trent Seven just kicked the crap out of Kyle O'Reilly. It seemed like every second he was just slapping him. Kyle O'Reilly was doing a big bump, and I was like, Kyle O'Reilly's taking a lot of punishment in this match. It was a really good opener. Yeah. Trent Seven Tyler Bate did his thing, but on the outside.
He did all the things.
Yeah, he did all the things.
Hitting a dude with another dude.
Yeah.
All the submission hold. All of them.
He's 21.
Don't say that.
Outrageous.
Makes it weird.
Outrageous.
But yeah.
No, just a good night's sleep away from being like that. That's what I keep saying to myself.
That's it.
Just one good night's sleep away from being as talented as that.
I'm 6 crunches away from being Matt Riddle. Keep on telling myself that. Yes, he was. Another segue.
Wearing flip-flops with these suits. It's a bold look.
As people have pointed out, the only man to have 2 NXT ringside moments, because he was in the background of Tyler Bates going...
Not even that going, I beat him, Tyler Bates. Because he had just beat him at...
Progress, wasn't it?
Progress OTT? I can't remember.
I thought he beat him when... Because Tyler Bates took his shoes off to wrestle him. They were both wrestled barefoot. I think I was in a super strong style tournament, that one. And the crowd were giving Tyler Bate grief over his small feet. Oh dear. He's a small man.
And a Progress show. I don't believe you, Jack. I think you're spreading malicious rumours. So yeah, that was Riddle. EC3 in Dream.
Boy. Well, this match
that was just it was the one low point of the night for me. It was didn't really get going because I think everyone was just like, does it say that on his arse?
That was class. Call me
it
up,
did
Vince.
say on his arse.
Yeah,
the build up to it was amazing though.
Yeah, it was by the pool.
Yeah, and the little different dimensions they live in, and and I can't hit EC3. He's not a Ricochet, so I think it's negative of having the Dream versus Black, Dream versus Ricochet, now Dream versus EC3. It's like, no, you're not getting Misawa out of EC3.
No.
He's not that type of guy. But so I think EC3 is going to be better on the Raw roster when he's eventually pulled up.
Yeah, he's one of those ones.
And he will be pulled up because he looks amazing.
That's one of the rumours, isn't it? Circulating currently.
That's just made up now. Because we can claim we broke it, like every other Twitter newsfeed.
Apparently, it's one coming soon as EC3.
Speaking
Makes
of
sense.
sheets.
I tried to do a segue, but I've ballsed it a bit. I was going to
Go
speaking of
anyway.
Ricochet, when you said he's not a Ricochet, that was my
Yeah,
favorite
there you
match.
go.
That was my match of the weekend. That Ricochet Adam Cole, the super kick from the moonsault. Oh,
It would go. Oh, yeah. There you go. It may be 3 a.m, but whatever.
oh no, that was class.
One more time.
I actually think Adam Cole's in a more interesting position now than he was with the belt. Because what's he going to do next? I can't wait to see what's going to happen. Well, he might get a rematch.
Lose to the Shield.
Oh, Undisputed Era
Survivor
versus the
Series.
Shield. That would be class.
You imagine everybody would be wanking. All
That's
match.
it. Right, lads, he won.
There's those people who boo Roman when he puts that bloody Shield version of his paintball vest on. Everyone cheers.
There'd be
Weird, isn't it?
There'd be another
He
semi-viral.
covers the tag with his hand. Boo. Yay!
There'd be another semi-viral video on Twitter of Kenny, this time actually wanking in the crowd. Because Kenny went viral again. There was a little... we'll talk about it more on Raw, but when the Shield reformed, there's footage of Kenny going like, oh my God, I can't believe it. I don't know if you know this, but it's amazing. Well, he didn't say I don't know if you know this. That's just a Kenny.
I cannot wait to interview those lads when they come over here.
He interviewed Becky Lynch,
Who's not in the Shield.
prior heel turn, as
Oh,
I'm
I
sure
see.
we'll discuss as well.
He's brilliant Kenny impressions, by the way.
Oh my God.
Oh, my God.
See that when the Shield
My
reformed?
close person.
Maffew, if you make fun of my accent again, I'm going to deck you. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah,
Kenny's been in the gym, by the way, I think.
you think.
And he's got bigger arms now.
Just
Just
talk-
woke
Kenny
up like,
for like
an
yeah, woke up like Tom Hanks and Biggs. We've all got pecs.
Born in Edinburgh, Scotland in 1987.
Oh, I think he's from Glasgow.
I
isn't he?
don't know. I'm
Oh,
just
right.
making things up.
To pick a place.
Just start the
Born
hour
in
with Kenny,
Renfrew.
you know. He had a pet dog called Vince, no longer. Had to give it up soon after getting it.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh, Kenny. That's sad.
He's still on the lookout for another Vince, is Kenny. Tune in next week when we'll find out if he actually does find another Vince. See you next week.
Right, that's the podcast.
Do you have any other news?
Ciampa versus Gargano, I liked, but it was like, okay, obviously they were going for the 3-way with Black, which would have been interesting. Now I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, guys, don't wrestle each other for a while, please.
Oh, we're getting another one. That was foreshadowing, wasn't it? With a big old 4 in the background, wasn't it? So that took away from
Yeah,
that
but can
final
that be
shot.
like in 4 years' time?
I preferred this one. For me, the order of how good they are goes 1, 3, 2. I thought the first match between the two was class at New Orleans. The second one was good, but I think this one was better. I preferred this one a little bit.
The ending to the second one, better than anything in this match.
All right.
So,
Do you prefer
I
the
love
second
the
one?
end of this one as well. The way he just flopped down. I didn't see that coming.
I mean, it does make sense in the sense that, like, I hate you so much, I'm going to do a ridiculous move. It's not going
Yeah.
to pay off because, you know, Ciampa is fueled by hate because he worships Korn, the blood god, whereas
get that
Gargano is too
reference.
pure.
Yeah.
So to see the reaction to people there, because I was ready to press the buzzer. But you got that. All right,
yeah,
I unbuzzed the
I was
buzzer.
never a Warhammer lad personally, but I'm aware of some of the lore of Warhammer. Yeah. Shayna Baszler's apparently got a corn tattoo, or is it on a gear or something? Yeah.
Is she?
Yeah.
this was the night.
Oh,
that
yeah, she
I-
was on this card.
Yeah, this was the night that she came out for me, if you know what I mean.
She was good.
This was
she?
her,
That's good for her.
This was her coming out party. This
Aw.
was. Yeah, I thought this was the night where the penny dropped with me and her.
I think she's
Looking
been...
at her thinking she's a proper throwback, a proper arsehole.
penny.
Arsehole throwback.
Penny drop.
The penny dropped.
The penny
Was
drop
Penny the
there.
name of the woman?
Penny, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was, yeah.
Oh,
Nice
that penny,
little
right.
penny.
I meant like rocket dropper. Yes.
So Kyrie Sane was excellent. I
Absolutely.
I underestimated NXT massively because I thought
You underestimated NXT?
I thought Shayna was going to retain because I thought they won't have two Japanese women's champions so close to each other. It just doesn't seem like WWE's style, and totally proved me wrong. I was like, how silly. I know that Asuka and Kairi Sane are very different stylistically, but I just thought they'd look at it. I could just see Vince thinking like, well, we've already had one Japanese women's champion. It's
Yeah,
too soon for another one."
whoa. Carried away now.
But I forgot that it's actually Big Hunter, Big Paul calling the shots.
Big Hunt.
Big Hunt. Big
Is that what he calls
Hunter.
it? You've been on that like WWE stream or
I
whatever
know,
it was.
on the conference call.
Yeah.
I called him Paul. Everyone else was.
And he went, call me Big Hunt.
Call me daddy.
What a show, what a night.
We've
Wendy.
been spoiled, haven't we?
Yes.
Solid 4 days of the graps from WWE.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, and then NXT today with the pre-show match with Belair.
Sorry, on
Being
Wednesday.
awesome
On
as always.
Wednesday.
Oh, of course
It's Friday.
It's been a long day.
Yeah.
And it's Thursday as well.
It's actually
Of course it
Thursday.
is yesterday. Oh, technically, yeah, it started at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do.
Shut up. Yes, and also Pete Dunne
Zach and
defending
Pete.
against Zach Gibson.
Apparently that match was really good.
It was. I saw it. However, Pete Dunne has now held his title longer than CM Punk and now Brock Lesnar.
Has he?
No,
No way.
sorry, I said that wrong. I mean, he's held it longer than CM Punk's reign.
Has he?
And is now the longest reigning champion in WWE because Lesnar lost on SummerSlam.
Well, it was
Right.
like last April, wasn't it? When he won it.
Yeah.
Chicago.
I reckon
a while
Star's
ago.
going to eclipse. I think it was, who was it originally said it in the office? Pacitti maybe, or you? Was someone...
Might be the 10th.
Oh, yeah, because Styles
Might be
is...
the 10th, Fraser?
Yeah, Styles had a longer title reign now than JBL.
So I think you might get Punk as well. Makes more sense. It's the same
Because
belt.
Lawsuits.
Well,
Yeah.
Boom,
Do you think
boom.
Colt Cabana will beat him?
Colt-
Gotta hope so.
Everybody get excited for the Cultaholic Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame time.
Big Hall of Fame. I'm trying to make it sound big and prestigious.
By saying the words big.
Big Hall of Fame.
Should we do it? Should we make up a jingle for the Hall of Fame?
We got Carl in the...
Big
what does he say?
Cal does, and now it's time for
Never
the
heard
Hall
of
of Fame, I think. So yeah,
You think?
Time for the mailbag. Hall of Fame.
time for a rummage in our Hall of Fames.
Yeah. Do you remember your pick from last week?
No.
I remember.
I remember mine.
I remember what I'm going to do for this week, though.
I've just forgotten.
Awesome.
It was someone in a... It was an actor.
Oh, mine was Madonna.
Mine was Dr. Pepper. And yours was an actor, a wrestler in the role of something.
Oh, Cheap Swanson, who played Bane in Batman and Robin.
That was it.
And then died.
Well, let's find out.
come on.
Let's
please be
find
Bane.
out who won by looking at the Hall of Fame board, children.
Ooh, it's the nation's favourite soft drink.
Oh, bollocks.
Dr. P. Everyone loves a Dr. Pepper.
Well, for half a second, you hold that up.
Jesus.
Oh, no, I lost actually.
It's
Yeah,
just
put it down.
terrifying because the back of it is just a death.
Oh,
The nails in that.
something Jimmy Havoc would land on. That's wonderful.
yeah. There it is. There's Dr. Pepper.
That'd be a good spot if we ever book our own wrestling promotion. The Hall of Fame.
We're never going to put...
Just to confirm, we are never, ever-
Sam quite worryingly sometimes goes like, I'd quite like if we ever did it again.
weird though,
I'm
isn't
just
he?
like, God, Sam, don't say
A
that.
weird man. Should we run through who's in the Hall of Fame from like forever?
Yeah, go on then. It's
Go
been
on.
a while.
Rusev.
Triple
Triple H.
performing Moana.
The security woman who stopped Rob Gronkowski from interfering in WrestleMania when he was actually meant to. Renee Young. The Hurricane. WWF No Mercy on the N64. That was one of yours, I
Look
think.
how big that N64 cartridge is.
Ross's Black Jeans.
Oh,
Jen.
yeah.
The wrestling episode of
Oh,
Futurama.
yes.
Jimmy Havoc.
With the WWE title.
the WWE title.
Wait, is this actually on camera? We just showed it to us.
I was just reading, just so I could see it, so I could read it. Pixie Lott.
Oh, that'll be your Uber guy.
Mamadou.
Mamadou.
Who took my McDonald's away from me. Lavazzi Coffee. That was Sam's.
Awful coffee.
That's me. Pacitti put me in. Tyler Breeze. Titus
Yeah.
O'Neil falling into the ring, which wasn't. He was an automatic entry. He
I
didn't
mean,
even
yeah,
say.
there's-
default, yeah.
James, my mate from school. James the Tank Engine, represented by there. Sanity.
Sanity.
Did they get in?
Was that
I think
because
they
they
were
were the
on the
SmackDown?
hiatus
Yeah,
from,
yeah,
like,
yeah. It was
life.
under protest because they weren't making the SmackDown debut.
Jay Lethal as Ric Flair, I think. Oh,
Yep.
the act of the chop. Sorry,
The
the
Act of
simple
the
chop.
Chop,
Right,
Who's
yeah.
that?
What's that little thing there?
What's
Ain't in English, is it? Oh no, it's the bus boy from the Braun Strowman, Kevin Owens.
Not being a grass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
him.
Fair enough. Rusev, Jack Swagger,
Rusev with the sausage arms. The favourite thing.
Baron Corbin bald before he went bald.
Before he
I
went
think.
bald
Yeah.
for some reason. Yeah. Oh no, it's the chant, the England.
Yes.
That's
Three
Sure.
hairs on his head.
Yeah.
No, that was my bit.
Which I think
He's
actually,
going bald. He's going bald. That was it.
He's
which I think
going.
actually inspired him too. That was probably the thing.
No, I was listening.
Yeah,
to the
thanks, Baron.
Apparently, he pitched to Vince a year ago to go bald, and they said no because of all the merchandise and pictures and toys, and had
so
to
you had to
wait.
wait.
Yeah,
Wow.
he had to wait a
That
year.
poor guy.
Joe Hendry's video in Australia when he's part of the Commonwealth team singing "If You Get In Down, Baby," I think. Kevin Owens,
Yay.
the painting that's cropped up backstage on several, usually Brock Lesnar segments on Monday Night Raw. Jay Lethal as Ric Flair. What's this?
Me.
Yeah,
Is that you?
It's
me
young
from
Ross.
2009.
No.
Yeah.
Which is
How was your
minus
hair
3
a
years
different
old.
colour?
Oh,
You were
so it's
ginger?
just been on holiday.
Oh, Chris Jericho, Penny from the Sex phone call.
From the sex.
From the Sex.
Petty from Sex.
Mojo Rawley, Dave Benson Phillips, professional wrestler, and now everyone's third favourite soft drink, Dr. Pepper.
You missed Jack Swagger there.
Worst-
I didn't. I said hair. I said hair.
Did you?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
You need to say it
Missed
again.
Huh?
Dr. Pepper, the worst doctor since Shipman.
Since Nick.
Awful.
Whoa.
Anyway.
I went for Dr. Nick.
He's a good doctor.
Yeah, he's...
This week's nominations are... We'll let you go first this week.
Oh, I know what I'm going to pick. So, have you ever noticed this? You may do, because you're a very attentive person, but Sasha Banks has two expressions. There's Sasha Banks when she's going to win a match. Hey, high five, how you doing? Yeah, thanks, I am the boss. Sasha Banks when she's not winning a match.
Really? When she's making
I saw a little,
High five.
like, when she wasn't impressed when Ronda Rousey came out on Raw this week.
Yeah.
She had a face like a smacked arse, I think is the term we use in Newcastle.
We do use that term. Yeah, so I'm going to pick Sasha Banks's I'm losing face.
I've never noticed that.
Go back and watch it. She's like, oh, Cook's like, man goes, it's boss time, the excitement, the energy. And she's like, Monday morning, 8:45.
I started to watch wrestlers making their entrance because I was so desperate to win the predictions contest against WrestleTalk. Then I started to watch like Styles when he was coming out or people like that. But obviously Sasha wasn't on the card, so interesting.
Yeah, so
I got worried when Drew Gulak came out in special attire because I think there's a bit of a correlation between special entrance attire and not winning. Sasha Banks got the most special of entrances with Snoop Dogg at WrestleMania when everyone thought she was going to win that triple threat, and then Charlotte won. Which started Charlotte's reign of being the Triple H of the women's.
Rusev lost when he had his tank.
Yeah. He was never going to win.
Rollins won on Sunday with his golden leg.
That's very true, actually. Yeah, it's probably just
The
not
Thanos
true.
attire, which I totally did not get because it looked so weird to me. I went, why is one bigger than the other? If he'd had on his toes like different colours, I'm like, oh, I get it. But very quick on the uptake, me. And sorry, what's your pick for the Hall of Fame?
Mine's Ronda Rousey, Ross.
Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
What?
Never, ever again
No.
on this channel will that woman's name be said in a negative light.
Yeah, she won the competition for us.
She is void from any criticism.
Ronda-holic. #Ronda-holic.
We
love
are
her.
all about the Ronda Rousey because that was the match, Maffew, that brought home the victory against the WrestleTwats.
Yeah.
And the scenes in here
It was amazing.
were loud.
It was incredible. Richie, I've never seen him so happy. It was class.
It was literally like you could put a football commentary on top of it when a
Yeah.
goal goes in. It was that
like-
sort of like when she wrenched
Dennis
back.
Burkham! Dennis Burkham!
It was that's a very good reference. I totally get that. You can make gaming references for the for our demographic.
Hang on a
but-
second. Dennis Bergkamp. I'm missing it here completely.
No, when he
Have you not
scored
heard that
against- when he
video? Oh,
scored
that's
against
the Hall of
Argen-
Fame
when
next
he scored
week.
against Argentina in the World Cup '98.
Does it match
think
up
it's
with the
98.
time?
Oh no! It's just that's the most excited football commentary ever.
It
Is
goes
it? Oh.
nuts.
Have you not heard it?
Oh.
You know the famous.
You know,
one-
I'm gonna
when
load
he
it up.
takes-
I'm sure I
when he
Karen
plucks-
talking.
You seen the goal when he plucks it out the air?
Yeah, and he flips it round
flicks
and
it round, and then it's class.
side foot to top corner.
And the Dutch commentators just go, Dennis Bergkamp! He's amazing. He's so. I mean, to be fair, if an England player scored to beat Argentina in a semi-final of the World Cup, I would also be like that, to be honest. But while Maffew finds that, yeah, she's the best and she's our favourite wrestler now.
She is cultaholic.
It wasn't just the fact that she won, it was the manner, it was the emphatic nature of the win. She did it for us, absolutely without question. Oh, he's found it.
Why are commentators so naff in comparison to foreign ones?
Yeah.
We get some pillock talking about, the Roman Empire and all this proverbial
The worst one for me was
nonsense.
the very premeditated when Beckham scored the free kick against Greece. I don't believe it. Oh, piss off.
You do.
Yeah. The keeper was stood. I swear that was rigged. The keeper was.
Nicopolidis.
Yeah. Go
Like
on.
George Clooney, but like a bit older.
Remember when Eric Cantona kicked that fan and
Yeah.
even the commentators like, oh, what a disgrace. Karate kicked the fan.
It was class.
Oh, dear.
Sorry, any non-football fans. That was.
Oh, yeah, sorry, anyway. But yeah, Ronda Rousey for both of you.
Yeah.
For both of
Yeah.
us. Forevermore.
Naggers. So,
Forevermore. So if you're
very happy
thinking
for you.
about, besmirching the good name of Ronda, think again.
oh, no.
Otherwise, I'll Cantona you over the table.
it could-
Live on the
Oh, no. Oh, dear.
It could be risky because the vote might be split between our two Ronda Rouseys. Vote tactically for this. If you see one that's ahead slightly on patreon.com/.
Oh, yeah, never thought of that.
Yeah, crap.
Oh, good, I'll win.
Should I go for a rubbish one on purpose? No, because I might win.
If she loses, she'll go in regardless.
No, you can pick Ronda Rousey in a Roddy Piper gear. You can pick Black Swan Ronda Rousey.
Oh, no.
Or Dayman Ronda Rousey. As Twitter's
Dayman.
quick-
Mantar Ronda Rousey.
No, she was the Nightman. She looked like
Oh, yeah, I guess she was, yes.
Mac. Yeah.
She did look like Mac.
Fighter of the Night, man. Yeah, that's the Hall of Fame.
So, yes, I am obviously remaining neutral in the Great Russell Twats versus Cultaholic War.
It's over.
It's over.
But, however, yeah, they bet against. So let me get this straight, Krusty the Clown. You took all your money and bet it against the Harlem Globetrotters.
Justin Henry, that was his tweet. That you see it?
Damn it.
Yeah.
It looks like I've stolen from him.
You bet against Alexa Bliss? I thought she was due.
It's going to be in Justin Henry going, yeah, right. And just thought like, sorry, who are you?
To be fair though, we've won the battle, but we've also lost the war according to a Twitter account that had two tweets on it that was created very recently, I believe, which said, at Wrestle Talk, don't worry lads, you've lost the battle, but you've won the war. I used to watch Cultaholic, but after that result, I'm just going to watch you lot now. I was like, of course. That's obviously like an Ollie Davis fake account.
At Ollie Davis's mum, 367.
Yeah.
I love it. You may have won the battle, but the war is fun.
Oh, I'm not challenging them again. I wouldn't risk the tension when I thought we were going to lose was embedded.
Oh, no, once you've won, what's the point? Let's move on with our lives, you know? We're just the better channel, aren't we? So
who's next?
Who's next?
Don't know.
Brian
JD from
Zane.
NY, Brian Zane, Grim, looking at ye.
Yeah.
I don't want to fight heel wife and the children.
No, not them, yeah.
Face F me, Finn, woman.
Oh, Felicia Rose.
Yeah, Felicia
Got
Rose.
kicked out of Raw.
Yes.
Let's not dwell on that.
Because could we take blame for that or whatever that be the new feud?
That wasn't our
segue.
fault.
That was not what to do with
I
us.
was confused.
If you want to vote for
Wrestle
the Hall
crap,
of
you ain't nothing.
Fame, you can head to our Patreon page, patreon.com.
That's patreon.com/cultaholic.
I had a litre of sangria this afternoon without really realising.
How?
So I was just pouring myself a drink. You know, you just have a little tickle every now and again. You just keep pouring yourself a little new glass.
Oh, it's just you start off with a little bit. And it's
Yeah.
like, well, it's only a little bit. Then you have
it just-
14 little bits.
It's hard. The litre's gone. My teeth are stained. It's horrible. I'm trying to talk like this. Or
Liv Morgan.
I know,
Red.
yeah. She licks toilets here, doesn't she?
Let's end
The
it
blue
there.
stuff into it.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the Raw and SmackDown recap.
She licks toilets. So let's have a look at the
The
other
remix
stuff.
of She Sells Sanctuary.
What a great song.
Raw.
Oh God, you're.
What is...
I thought this was the best Raw in a very long time.
Nice.
I can't remember since when, because they all blur into one for me these days. But for a very long time, I came out of that Raw thinking that was a good one, that.
Dean Ambrose defeated Dolph Ziggler. It was like, okay, it was a bit longer than I thought it was going to be, like every other match on Raw at the minute. However, Dean looked great, wrestled differently, and the commentators were quick to point it out.
Yes.
And that finish, where Dolph Ziggler went for the tornado DDT, the big DDT, he pushed him up, dropped him down, gave him the, yay, Dean.
It was delightful, wasn't it? It's a delightful match.
Can't wait for him to turn, but we'll see when that is.
Well, it won't be for a while. Ronda Rousey hurt Stephanie McMahon.
I didn't
For
like...
the third time this year, no less, which is unprecedented.
I
Because
didn't-
normally she's allowed one big hurty thing a year, Stephanie. Now she's had 3.
I didn't like this segment though. I thought it was patronising to the women's division. Why are they all around the ring for Ronda Rousey's coronation? The men's division don't do that.
We are the world.
Yeah, like
We have
and,
ovaries.
you know, yes, the heels were on one side of the ring and the faces were on the other, and they all flocked to Stephanie when she got her arm broken. But
I did like how Steph was more self-aware this time, though, where she was blatantly being an arsehole. rather than just being an arsehole, not realising, because, you know, she's the inventor of women's wrestling and all that malarkey.
That's right.
But then, as well, I didn't like Ronda's logic either. Not blaming Ronda, but the writing when she was like, "This isn't about Stephanie. It's about all of you. Get up, celebrate me winning the belt. It's to do with all of you." I was like, "What? Why should they celebrate you winning the belt? Why does it matter to them?
Yeah.
They should want to take it off you."
Right.
Sasha Banks was the only face there who made sense.
Yeah, but again, we are 3 males. So if you have a different opinion,
The logic applies to
Who
male
cares?
and men's as well. It's singles titles, isn't it? Men's and women's is the same, surely.
treat,
Nah.
treat them the same, and then the women's division will look, because they've got a class roster of women.
They do.
So stop patronising them. Just make them book it the same as the men, and they'll do well because they're good wrestlers.
Like, how many times can you say, "Oh, these are groundbreaking times," before it comes off as we're just doing this for the sake of doing it?
I think we're 3 years into that. Yeah. No, we're not going to book new stuff. We're just going to have women do things for the first time ever. Roman Reigns defeated Finn Balor.
That was a good match.
It was.
Yeah, Finn's quick.
Yes, he is.
Yes.
He's lovely.
Oh,
Where was the demon? That was my question.
yeah.
Well, put it,
Wax it out for Corbin in the match that means now, and then
But it didn't mean Naud. What's his name? Baldy Locks, has been picking on Finn Balor. I legitimately blanked to remember Baron Corbin's name. Has been picking on Finn Balor for a while now.
He has.
He mocked him, had the little doll's house and going, you live here, and all that. So there was a good reason for him to go, right, this is it, end of. He doesn't have any beef with Roman Reigns.
Reason, though. This was a match
Been
for a
waiting
title.
2 years for this shot.
But no build. No build Finn. So no Demon Phil. There's no...
Couldn't bring the painter along. Double booked.
Yeah. Once every 3 months he gets to use that.
Right, well.
So I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it.
Okay.
End of it.
It was a good match.
It was.
His sling blades are very slingy. He flies when he does them. Best sling blade in the business?
Yeah, say it.
Pentagon's
Say
got a
it.
good one.
Annoy them.
Travis Banks has got a good one, hasn't he? Does he do
yeah.
them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've watched Progress a month. Yes, he
Finn.
does.
Travis Banks is in NXT UK also.
Yes, he is. Like everybody else.
Yeah.
And the
College
Shield.
The
Reunited.
back guy.
Kenny was marking out.
What did he say?
We're going to wank myself off. No, he didn't say that. He was just going mental in the crowd.
What are you throwing me out for?
He's not Irish.
I can't do his particular type of Scottish accent. So.
Hello.
I'll just do Jack's accent.
That's not even...
Yeah, it's no
It's
good.
offensive, that.
He's on the floor outside.
Puppet me.
Yeah.
Aye.
No, he would be. I'm very sorry Puppet Jack isn't here. He was escorted from Raw.
I did that with a security
I
guard.
haven't seen him since.
Anyway, you only think you are because you got a high-res vest on. Anyway, yeah, so Braun Strowman was ready to cash in, said, I'm not a coward, ... I'm going to cash in after the match.
Right. Is
All
logic-
right, wait a minute.
That's sensible for me.
It is sensible.
I'm coming for you, but when the moment's right.
That makes
But-
total sense to me. But why is he saying he's not a coward? When he's like, I'm not going to cash in when your back's turned, but only when you're knackered after a wrestling match.
Nah. And then the Shield reunited, or
Yes.
reunited, I guess, because there's no Jason Jordan, so it's not the real Shield. And yeah, they've teamed up, and now it's like, oh, that they looked a bit heely. They looked a bit like bad guys. But I'm like, no, if Braun Strowman's announcing that he's going to cash in after the match, like a big potato head, then it makes sense for them to go, no, you can
They did it too
jolly
early,
well
though.
wait. If they explain this next week on Raw and go, no, we're not being dicks, he said he was going to cash in afterwards, so
But why didn't they wait for the bell to ring and then cause a DQ and then the contract's gone?
that would... Is it like two wrongs make a right?
Because the referee did that thing that annoys me so much, where he went, "Here's the briefcase," and he went, "What do you want to do with it?" Oh,
He's like, is it mine? Am I the bank winner now? Hooray!
Is that
And
the
then-
20-second cash in? I think it would be when he eventually does it.
Oh, really?
20-second
That's
one.
been a lot.
Is it? I'm not too sure. I think it is.
It became
It's a lot. It's
It became.
happening
It
a
was
lot.
a deliberate part of Carmella's run with the briefcase. The
Yes.
referee going, "What? Oh,
It was Mike Yoda, wasn't it, when he
yeah.
wouldn't do it? Just
My-
like, cash it in! He's
like-
going, what?
Come here, Star briefcase.
yeah."
But this will be interesting to see if they can actually turn this around and make it fun, because, as you said, people like Shield Roman. They don't like non-Shield Roman.
Ah.
So they're like, oh, please get him cheered. Please get him cheered.
What's your stance on the worst hot take in the history of hot takes? I think you did it on Twitter.
Thanks, Ross.
The guy, no, it wasn't your hot take. You shared it. The guy who said, they're dragging the Shield down with Roman just because people are trying to stop people from booing Roman, so dragging the other two down with him. Who was that? I'm sure you shared it on Twitter.
Huh?
Can't remember. who
Was
said
there a
it.
Simpsons picture?
No,
It wasn't me either.
It was just a tweet. I'm sure you liked it or something.
No. Oh, God, I'm sorry. No, that is a silly Billy thing to think. I think at this stage, I'm always of the thing of you can't judge everything that's happening right now because it's obviously part of a story.
Yeah.
I mean, I say this because then you go back and you go, oh no, that was crap. But you've got to give these things somewhat the benefit of the doubt because this is not, oh, that's the end of the story. No, Raw's on next week and then we're going to have Hell in a Cell in a few weeks, Australia Mania in a few weeks' time. You know, all these other things are going to happen. So to say straight away, oh, it's off, oh, Sky's fallen is silly. But I recognize that people have to have instant opinions. So I've always said it's like basing a book on reading up to just chapter 3. Well, that's crap.
Yeah, that is true. I just worry about something we're going to talk about on SmackDown with regard to that, but we'll get
right now?
Whoa!
Whoa! But first, a word from our sponsor now. Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella dropped haymakers and bombshells on the Miz and Maurice ahead of the Hell in a Cell.
Now, there's a big thing I missed off my videos this week. Oh, sorry.
Oh, he's finished. Karen.
I was done.
So Daniel Bryan doesn't like Miz because Miz was a wrestler, now he's a reality star, and he doesn't really care about the wrestling. He is married to a woman who is a wrestler and now is a reality star and hasn't been seen for many months. Is Daniel Bryan a hypocrite? Discuss.
I think Daniel Bryan's issues with The Miz are more complicated than just that, but it's a fair point.
Someone tweeted me and thank you to that person. Can't remember who you were.
That's going to make a great Miz promo once he sees that and goes, yeah, all right then. Yeah.
You're what? Trembling with rage.
Don't you walk away from me then. Again, still, I tell people, that's what woke me up just for the show. I'm really tired of SummerSlam, and it's just that guy. What? You're a coward, Daniel Bryan. You're a coward. I'm like, oh yeah, this is great. And then you start wrestling. But it was but as a promo, as a feud, God, it's like 10 stars.
Yeah.
Screw Kota Ibushi, and literally, and so this is going to be just like instead of star ratings.
Oh, aye. Right.
No, God, no.
I was going to say, I like Kota Ibushi.
Show up. Who's that with fireworks at the door? Yeah.
Tanner Pacini.
No.
Kota Pacini.
Hello.
Get on Photoshop now.
Hello, I am Kota Pacini.
You'll get together in a huddle at Manchester Media Con. Like, who's that? It's like, let's do a backflip.
I imagine a night out, Kota Ibushi and Pacini have very similar tendencies.
Yeah.
They're both cheeky after a tickle.
Yeah.
After a tickle.
Do you mean tipple?
Maybe. I've always said tickle just from like birth when I was drinking.
Right. Came out the womb like Austin.
Beard and all.
Jeff Hardy and Randy Orton fought to a chaotic no. Oh, you're definitely right.
I've copied this off of WWE.com, by the way. This isn't me going, whoa!
Oh,
look at me, a linguistic genius here.
Yeah, this is a surprisingly entertaining feud, considering it contains Randy Orton.
Yeah.
And I love the finish. And Jeff going, you know what? Now, knock us to this. You've been playing with me here.
I don't know what they're doing with him, though. They're going to kill him soon. All the bumps they're having him take, the poor old bastard.
I think Jeff's trying to prove, no. I'm not the one with back surgery. That's my brother. And he goes, but aren't you the one that would do dives off the top rope to the apron? Yes, my back's fine.
He's also the one that said I don't do swantons on house shows anymore because they hurt. And now he's doing them on aprons, off of crates, through tables onto the floor.
Yeah, but you've seen his last few swantons he's done. Maybe if you've been to any house shows, he just like lets his opponent eat all of it.
He says he's given up trying to finesse the thing. He just lands like a ton of
imagine
crap.
Doing that for what? How many years? 20? We're on 2018.
Yeah,
more than that.
Yeah.
Jeez.
23 in WWE, is it? Or 22 in WWE?
And fair enough. So you might as well jump off a barricade like Kofi Kingston doing the leg drop all those years ago to Randy.
On Orton as well, yeah.
And even better than this was the sign someone had that said, Randy shook my hand. Hey. Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair threw it down.
Now we'll discuss the inner workings of the promo later on, because that's the big question.
Yes, it is.
So, what do we discuss? The brawl?
It was good.
The promo was delivered well.
Yes.
It's really good.
That was arguably her best promo in terms of how it was delivered.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily the words spoken, though.
Right. Speaking of words delivered, Samoa Joe and AJ Styles. Again, another hellish match. Hellish feud going on. Loved the words exchange. Love what Joe was doing. And he got him down and choked. And right in front of the crowd, you can hear these birds go, I hate you, Samoa Joe. No, I love you, Samoa Joe. Yeah, the kid was like, I don't know, bipolar. Or it was two kids. I couldn't tell because they all sound the same with the three. Say, I love you, then I hate you. They weren't
saying Samoa Joe. They were saying Samoa. I love you, Samoa. I think. If you listen to it back, I think they were saying Samoa.
It's just he's like Pat Mustard now, and he's just that was obviously the kids he's had with another lady. He's just
Samoa Jim, Samoa Joan, all there. All with just baggy shorts on. And three to
Wendy.
I thought of a tag team: Samoa Joe, Matt Riddle. Finish it yourself. Samoa Bro. There you go.
Thank you.
It's a free one for everyone.
I don't think they've had a match, did they?
Probably not.
Joe was done by.
The time scales would have matched up, would they?
Yeah.
Joe had a match with Rampage Brown, our friend. At Progress once.
Yes, he did.
Wow. What a match.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah.
My type of Grappletons, is that?
Grappletons, yes.
Grappletons.
Like seeing Keith Lee and Darlow.
Was he in Darlington?
Yes, he was.
What was he doing
What?
there?
Oh, for 3CW?
Yeah. Justin Scythe. No, sorry. Matt Riddle took on Justin Scytham, who's like the, cheaper British equivalent to Matt Riddle. God, I'm sorry. Actually, you know what? No, that sounds way more harsh than it was supposed to sound. I mean, he's ripped to shreds and he's MMA trained, all that stuff. Not like stars in their eyes. And Keith Lee took on, Rampage.
Yeah.
So they looked normal compared to each other.
Yeah.
Just like, whatever. If you get next to them, go, oh, yeah, you are big. Anyway, New Day defeated the Bludgeon Brothers in a let's see, three description. Chaotic, mind-blowing, amazing, spectacular. First of all, it was a very good match.
Yeah,
Fruity,
it was, yeah.
delicious, fruity. Oh, they're fruity, they're Skittles.
Dennis Burkup. Yeah, very good match to make up for a bit of a mess match they had at SummerSlam, which should have lovely high spots like Xavier Woods going, what the hell? I'll do an elbow drop off the top rope to the outside. And then some weirdness like the cameraman getting hit and then Luke Harper getting bounced on his head. And then, of course, Eric Rowan injuring himself. I think on Xavier Woods doing a dive. So, yeah, this was great.
Do you see the promo? It wasn't on SmackDown. It was one of those really good promos that they just put out online for some reason. But it was the New Day celebrating afterwards. Oh, it was great. Big E was so hyped. He was having a great time. It's just a funny, good promo. Yeah, they do the 5-time and all that. They didn't do enough Booker T for my liking. I thought they were going to go really over the top and go do the Booker T thing, but they didn't.
I think they got enough gimmicks with the pancakes, the hip gyrations, up, down, down.
Yeah.
Windjammers 2 is coming out.
Oh.
Say, Windjammers 2 is coming out. Dun, dun, dun. So, yeah, I'm glad this was a good way of ending the Bludgeon Brothers title reign because they've pretty much done what they can now that the story's over.
Yeah.
Be interested to see what would happen if Eric wasn't injured, though.
Yeah.
So that's obviously why it's happened. So,
That's it. 205 Live did not get watched because there was 160 hours of other
I
wrestling.
need to watch the main event because apparently it was class.
your main
It
man,
can wait.
our main man, was on. Mr. Wale on commentary.
I know I'm Dar's main
205
man as
Live.
well.
What? Wale
Wale
was
was
on
commentating.
commentary.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was on
Oh,
commentary,
right.
yeah.
He
Oh,
commentated.
to watch it then.
Dar won, and then they went over to each other and a bit of that.
Did they?
Yeah, they did the no picking up party thing.
Interesting.
I don't think Wale knows. I don't think Wale knows what it means, or WWE.
Yeah. Oh, ICW's got the GM sorted out for Fear and Loathing.
Well, Wale.
My God, Wale and Charles Samuels team it up.
Oh right, okay.
Anything
That was
else?
the weekend after SummerSlam.
No, the main event was really good as well of 205 Live. It was another Lucha
What
House
happened?
party versus some heels. I can't remember.
Saw Lance Storm
Great
bemoaning,
match. Cameron was in it.
bemoaning one of the house party fellas for just doing a splash but missed and just landing on the.
I hope it wasn't Lindsay, but it sounds
No, it
like
wasn't.
Lindsay behaviour.
I didn't recognise him. Who the hell was it?
Graham Metally?
No.
Kalisto?
Kalisto.
Is that the? Must have
Oh,
been. It didn't look like
Lindsay
Lindsay's,
Dorado?
It didn't look like Lindsay's mask. Though.
He's
It's
got
a
the
slightly
bottom cut
different
off
one now.
now.
Has he?
Yeah,
Oh, it was him
yeah,
then. Yeah, that's why.
it was
I haven't
him.
seen him for a
It was
while.
Vince Dorado. His cousin. No chance of me winning.
Coda Pacitti and Vince.
Vince Dorado.
Let's have a rummage in our mail bags.
Here we go.
Oh, right, how are we going? Again, I never get to read these. I know we try to pretend that no one's seen it, but then,
I've not actually seen them
Ross
either.
always says, yeah, I'll print them off. Ruins the mistake.
That was Pacitti that one week.
I never.
I
read
try
it.
to
is it?
pretend like I haven't done them, but
Oh, okay,
it is
sorry
me
then.
that does them.
Kayfabe, no one sees these. Number 1. Hey, Maffew, how can I watch StarCast this weekend, along with the other things at All In? You can get the Fight app at fightapp.com, probably. Use
In all
Google.
fairness, you seen that the people got on for the roast of Bruce Pritchard. That's the one thing I'll be checking out.
Who have they got on?
Sean Waltman,
Uh-huh.
Big Ron Funches.
Yes. Follow me.
I've forgotten now.
Kevin
Awesome.
Nash?
Jeff Jarrett,
Oh.
Eric
Jeff.
Bischoff. That was the 4.
The Bish.
There's a 5th guy. Who's the 5th guy? I don't know. It wasn't on.
Whose side is he
It
on?
was like a silhouette, but there wasn't the 5th guy revealed. So, yeah,
We star, man.
looks good though, doesn't it?
Yeah. Real number 1 question. Hey, Blue Eyes. Oh, wow. And Jack the Diddler.
No.
Sure.
No.
The 2 terms in the world of sport. You have a blue eyes or a diddler. Not sure if this has already been asked, but I was wondering, besides name redacted, what are the jobs you'd had? If you had to leave Cultaholic and get another job, what would you do? I can picture Jack being a great assistant on the self-service checkouts in Sainsbury's, and I think Ross would fit right in joining Phil and Holly as a host on This Morning.
Why does he get good on?
Uh,
I'm a very intelligent. What are you on about? I got good grades.
I think Maffew would be good at working in-game, so he could speak to people who would understand his references. That's grim. Love the podcast. It makes my commute to work a lot more bearable. Cheers, Jack Poyle. P.S. I have a picture of Jack with a hole in the mouth too, Maffew, don't worry.
Say that in English again.
I think he said he has a picture of me with a hole in the mouth
I have
as
a
well.
picture of Jack with a hole in the mouth too, Maffew, don't worry.
Wonderful.
Damn it, it's because I held it like that. A black and white photo of Jack's head. Oh, that's all I need.
So jobs we had before.
I don't know what Jack did for work, but apparently it's Jack Coyle, the person who did this.
Oh,
but apparently
Jack.
he didn't tell us. But
Cheers, Jack,
it
mate.
involves Jack and a hole in the mouth, so it must be good.
Who wants to go first?
I can go through all the jobs I've done. It's been a while. Worked at a library for 2.5 years.
Oh, no.
Loved it.
You in a library?
My
Yeah.
uncle works in a library.
But we're very, I don't know, OCD in nature, cataloguing things. So I actually really enjoyed it.
Soothing.
You're a boisterous man, aren't you?
Yeah,
a chatterbox.
Shut up. It's a library. Yeah, enjoyed it. It's one of those jobs where you're supposed to have it for life because you're basically waiting for people to die because if you get a job then very rarely people leave. Sadly, we all got replaced by older people, and by older I mean in their 60s. And we're very happy to report that we had to get some of the people in because the people that took to replace it worked so hard they had to have the days off the next day.
Oh, right, nice.
Because 60-year-olds working. So I worked there, worked at a plastics factory, was my first job. Library, used to work in Asian elders' kitchens. So that'd be great to help these 8-year-old women make food for all these other lovely Asian people come together. Go, Stephen! Go, my name's Maffew. Okay, Stephen. And make lovely Indian food. Love that. Worked at Odeon Cinema. I've said many times.
You and Sam love talking about your time at the cinema.
Yeah,
Hey, there's that bond. Semper Fi. Worked at Sky on the phones. That was nice. Got paid to have a good crack with people.
Get free Sky as well.
Get free Sky. It was great.
Oh.
I applied for a job there, and then they asked, "Oh, why have you applied for this job?" And it's like they're like saying, "Oh, it's all right if you say the free Sky." I was like, "Yeah, it's for the free Sky." And I think that's where it turned sour.
Is that what all you said?
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's for the free Sky.
I think there were a bit more than that.
They lied to catch you out.
I think so. I think it was a trick.
Yeah, I've said screw virgin a few times. And car insurance, that's fun. Non-fault, fault, dispute, whatever. That's everything I can think of right now.
Nice.
You've been around the
janitor.
block, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm still Maffew from the block.
You're like Homer Simpson.
Yes.
Except he's a like astronaut, rock star,
Yeah.
nuclear power plant worker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and also Russell Talk.
Russell Talk,
What jobs have you had?
I've only had a few because I've been working in the wrestling industry for too long. Not working in working in the content production industry for too long. Out at uni, I got a job in Debenhams. I thought I was going to be in menswear, but they put me in the kitchen, which was horrible. But the crack was good. Not the crack. The crack in English. Crack means banter.
I thought you said crap.
No. It was all right. I was the only lad. A lot of middle-aged women. They were hilarious.
Oh, they must have loved you.
He's such a polite young lad. There was Demi and Chelsea as well. It was in Sunderland, so they had Mackham accents. It was pretty bad. Then it was one of the bridges. For anyone, good Debenhams that. Solid.
It is a good Debenhams.
It is actually.
I used to go there when I was at uni.
There's lovely escalators.
There is, aye.
Yeah.
Write that down. Lovely escalators.
Then I worked in for Hayes Travel. Nobody offers you more.
Oh, damn it.
Jingles burn into my brain.
That is,
Writing travel brochures. Because
right.
I did English at uni, so I've always done writing sort of stuff. Writing travel brochures. I was on the Hayes Far Away section of the site, which is about like more exotic, distant locations. Writing descriptions of lovely hotels that I was never going to be going to, which is quite disheartening. And then
Did you make it sound like WWE matches? Exciting hotel.
So you're telling me that the people who write these brochures haven't actually been to the hotels they're writing
not
about?
necessarily. Sorry, Hayes. I might have given away
Killed
some
it
sort of
all.
secrets there.
Never trust anything you read.
You write about
Kayfabe's
like
dead.
I'd be writing about how great like Melbourne is, and I've never been to Australia.
I assume it's sunny.
And then What Culture, and now this. That's it. Yeah.
My first proper job was at a granary. I was like the bottom of the totem pole. Did all the odd jobs. So it was like seasonal work. So summer holidays, I would do like 6 days a week for 12 hours. It was back-breaking stuff. Wasn't fat then as well, so that helped. And then took a year out after sixth form. Gap year. Became a pizza boy. Worked for a year as a pizza boy.
Do you make the pizzas?
No, I was just a delivery guy.
Nice. That must be. I've always wondered what it's like being a delivery boy.
That was a mint job.
Was it?
Especially when it was snowing, because like you'd travel 2 miles and you get to a woman's house. You're so brave coming out in this weather. Here's a $5 tip. Thank you very much.
Oh, good.
See you later. I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully.
I think that should be law to like tip people if there's like Hurricane Isabel outside and you order from Just Eat.
They're in like the depths of an estate, so they think, oh, it's torrential. Look at the snow on the ground. Everywhere's gritted. It's fine. You're so brave driving on those gritted roads. There's a $5. Thank you. So then went to uni, didn't work at uni. I had a one paid writing job in my third year, and then Name Redacted happened. Wrote there for a bit, did the writings, and then became a clown.
A very successful clown. Nice.
And now we find ourselves here.
I like that though, yeah. It's nice when you find people like we have nothing in common. Oh, you had a crap job. I had the same crap job.
Yeah, everyone has crap jobs, don't they? That would be ashamed of.
Oh, I worked at HMV, of course. And weirdly enough, I met a few friends that I'm still friends with now because they knew me at HMV because I'll be helpful. They went, I know you from somewhere. Oh, I do the wrestling. No, wrestling's for gays, Maffew. No, you sold me Call of Duty Black Ops. It's like, so I'm very happy with that. Thank you. That's one of the things
Wrestling's
I remember.
for gays.
It's a quote. It's for others as well.
Paraphrasing, yeah.
So if you do that, it's okay. Hi there. At the minute, the general public is being drip-fed the latest Strictly Come Dancing participants.
Wow.
Participants and Celebrity Big Brother has just started. Has it? I actually got on my way to avoid this stuff. Would you guys ever be interested in Strictly/Big Brother if you were invited, or will consider any other form of reality TV? With 5 question marks. Cheers, chaps. Insert name here. XXX. Brilliant. So yeah, with celebrity shows all the rage, would you go on any of them?
To gain more exposure for this job, I wouldn't leave a job. I wouldn't leave this to do it. You know, I'd go
I'm sure
on
you can do both.
and wear a Cultaholic t-shirt.
I would love to go in the jungle, but on the premise that I'd never come close to a snake.
You might get a bush tucker trial.
Yeah, that's a thing.
See, I'm not a fussy eater, so I'd know, like, here's a kangaroo's testicle. Be all right. You know?
You try them with delicacy somewhere, aren't they? So
Yeah, they're actually food. It's not like it is a scorpion poison tail that you're going to die of.
sucking the ball bag of a live kangaroo. Something like that, is it? We've all been there.
I think I'd go on a lazy one. I'd go on Big Brother because you don't really do anything. Just sit about.
Yeah.
I'd get cabin fever in Big Brother.
Yeah, I was going to say, actually. Well, yeah, but you'd get voted off pretty soon. You're too loud.
Am I? No, fair
No,
enough.
actually, not in real life.
I'm not, am I?
No,
Very
just
quiet
on,
and
just on
subdued,
camera,
yeah.
yeah.
People, 24 hours of people going, oh, do the thing, do that thing in the video.
We wouldn't go on and be recognised. Like, actually, no, to
But
be
surely
honest,
it would be if you go on one of those
state
shows.
of some of those celebrities they get now.
Yeah, I'm sure we're more fit. Not to be big-headed, but I'm sure we're more famous than a lot of people that go on Big Brother these days. The celebrity version, I mean.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That would be great if you
Sure.
guys were on Big Brother. I got a tweet one time saying, Channel 4 invited me to be on a show. I'm like, oh, wow, okay, great. And I scroll down, a unique dating show.
No.
With a difference.
You
I went, all right, I went,
Nipples.
naked attraction. I went, oh, let's have a think what this unique thing may be
I
of
thought you were
this
saying
show.
one of your pals had signed you up to the tables, like for a rib.
What, you
For
were-
hilarious
you
rib.
Oh, you get on me.
Were you headhunted for
For naked attraction.
naked attraction?
Well, I definitely wasn't bollock hunted for it.
I mean,
Yes.
technically.
Well, they messaged me and I was like, ooh, I saw that naked attraction. Thought, nah, you're all right, pal.
Have you
I mean,
seen it? It's
No,
terrible.
I've not watched it.
I don't need to see it to know
So
what it's going to be like.
The fellas in boxes.
I've seen
essentially.
I know the premise.
Right.
And the woman comes out and she's interviewed by the presenter, and then they reveal bit by bit.
Have a look at the dicks.
Have a look at the cock.
Well, like catchphrase.
The cock.
Yeah.
So
See
wait,
what you
wait.
see.
So women are like, all right, let me see his cock without seeing his face.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
so this is just Twitter then, for women, right? And so I could have been on that
You
show.
could have been one of the.
Yeah, you
the-
Well, part of me could have been
a
on that
faceless
show.
cock, yeah.
A faceless cock. Matthew, what other previous jobs have you had? Well, HMV. I was cock number 3 on Naked Attraction. Hey lads, what's the crack? Not this bloody question. I'm writing to you today as I spend a lot of time driving a machine up and down in a straight line for 8 hours a day, and when I get bored, odd things go through my head. Wait, what could that... Anyway.
Maybe he's like a farm on a field ploughing.
I work for
maybe.
Amazon.
Hi. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, long distance driving.
Today, as I thought about what to have for lunch, a question popped into my head. Whoever thought that cheese and onion together was a good idea? That's a good point. With that thought, my brain went off on a tangent, and I thought that what were the oddest pairings in wrestling that simply worked. I also don't mean the obvious ones, like Rock and Mankind. Oh, all right,
Oh,
well.
I was going to say Goldust and Booker T. That's probably too.
Oh, that's actually... Oh, Kane and Daniel Bryan. I would be curious to get the guys' feedback on this, unless it has been answered before, in which case I wish ye got beat by Russell Talking Big Budget did less.
Right. Who's that from?
All the best, Stephen, for Watford Island.
Just
P.S.
Stephen.
Did Maffew pronounce where I am from like he usually says, water? Oh, Waterford Island. I probably did, actually, yeah. If he did, I bet it sounded ridiculous. Sorry, Waterford Ireland. There you go.
Waterford.
Waterford.
So the hipster's choice and parents that didn't really... I shouldn't
Yeah,
work,
you
but
have
they did.
Yeah. as you said, yeah, Booker T and Goldust is a great choice.
Yeah.
I would actually go with New Age Outlaws because they originally were paired together because they were going nowhere fast as singles. We had Rockabilly and the Roadie.
The Roadie, yeah.
And like, I'll put them together. What's the worst that can happen? And just let them allowed to do what they wanted, be a bit more natural, throw some wrestlers off the stage in a dumpster. And yeah, so odd pairing to begin with, but got over very well.
Miz and Mizdow, they come to mind straight away.
Ooh, that's
They
a good
became
one.
very well known in the end, but initially
Yeah.
he was just dressing up as people, wasn't he? And then all of a sudden they hit a gold mine.
Yeah.
Bobby Fish and David Starr. Starfish from Name Redacted Pro Wrestling. Moose and Slater as well. Moose and Slater was class.
They have a nickname.
Because it used to be Moss and Slater, Johnny Moss and Liam Slater. And then Johnny Moss wasn't at a show once. Moose was.
They came out with stuff like
Moose and Slater?
drawn on them, didn't they?
Moose had Slater on his back. And
69.
Liam had 69. And Liam had Moose on his back. Like 7 or whatever.
I say Tajiri and Mikey Whipwreck from the original ECW.
Okay.
Because Mikey Whipwreck was just a mad, crazy guy at that point, and Tajiri was Japanese.
Right.
And it worked really well.
Yeah.
I should let you just talk because I have nothing else. I'm trying to think of the funny tag names because they're like Jack Sexsmith and David Starr as
Sexy Star. In the wake of the Sexy Star scandal.
And when they teamed up the first match, they tried to put an armbar on.
Did they?
Straight away.
Oh, very good.
I like those tag names.
Have you seen the most recent one? Because Chris Brooks needs to pick a partner or whatever because all his partners keep getting injured horribly.
Well, one of them.
But then Gresham couldn't carry on, so he needs to pick a new one.
Oh, right, really?
So he's gone for Timothy Thatcher, and they are the Calamari Thatch Kings, apparently. That's good. I like that.
Genuine pain was felt there.
Because CCK stands for Calamari Catch King.
Yeah. So that's confirmed that Timothy Thatcher's going to be injured in a month then.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah. Never mind.
Black mark that lad. Question number 4. You think you know everything about wrestling, but you don't, and it's not fair. From Morris Stalks, so that's it.
That's it.
Is that it?
I just thought it was funny. Just email us that.
Cheers, Morris.
Thank you very much for the question, Morris Stalks.
I don't think I know anything
You
about
think
that.
you know all about wrestling? It's not fair.
Read out again. You think you know everything about wrestling, but you don't, and it's not fair.
Thank you. Cheers, pal.
Question number 5. How do you celebrate a pay-per-view? I like to plan mine. Normally involves a pizza cooked at 2 a.m. and a pudding of some sort, namely a bag of wine gums. It's not a pudding. It's a snack.
Wangums.
The
You haven't
pudding.
done that?
Wait a minute.
Having the piss. First of all, Wangums aren't very good. I don't like them.
Well, that's not true.
Wine games are great.
I know.
Do you have any pay-per-view rituals, or is it just work for you diddlers? When I watch the reactions videos, your beers always look warm, which pisses me off, and I never see you eat anything.
Look warm. Our
They're
beers
steaming,
look
aren't
warm.
they? Like they come out the oven.
How do they look
That's it.
warm?
What's that condensation? Oh, that must be hot.
No, some videos you see us eating. We occasionally, I ran off camera during the WrestleMania one and got a bit of pizza because I remember you all going, "Where's he gone for a wang on the bus?" And I came back.
Doesn't sound like you guys.
That was where the joke started. That video.
You can't do a 6-hour pay-per-view with warm beer, no fodder, and no sweets. Lots of exclamation marks there. For me, pay-per-views, I like Christmas Eve, where my boys leave a plate out for Vince McMahon. Where's this going?
What's
Vince
this?
McMahon with pizza, wine gums, and 12 Coronas. Oh, and a lime. Love you guys. Shep.
Cheers, Shep, mate.
Our
Cheers, Shep.
ritual for pay-per-views is quite horrible these days because, well,
That must be
mine,
for you.
I stay up all night on Saturday night and go to bed at 8 a.m. and then I sleep from 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. Get up, have a big meal, couple of steaks or something, come into the office, watch the pay-per-view live for live reaction. So that's like 10 till 4 a.m. Have half an hour to sober up, watch it all again from 4:30, 5 until whenever. Shoot WTF, come out the studio, make all the pictures and the stuff for the video, and go home 6, 7 o'clock at night. So you're up from like 8 p.m. on the Sunday night all the way through until 5, 6, 7 on the Monday. It's a horrible, horrible day.
If it's a one that
Wait, I've got to interrupt. So that's all going good, but I'm just wondering, where does the wank fit in?
That half hour. Half hour between the shows.
Attaboy.
if it's a one that
Thought the Joe Sticky.
mine's not as horrible as Ross's, but I do have to do graded afterwards as well and stuff. But or like what happened at if it's an indie. But if it's one that I'm not on, I just get to watch it at home. Sometimes what happens is I'll watch it until I fall asleep and then watch the rest the next day because it's actually quite hard to stay and watch it when you're on your own. just like, whoa, because it is late. But there's nothing really exciting to report. Sometimes I'll get it.
It is just a job for us now, which is a shame. It's the bad part of our job, and it is just a job now.
I do get excited for pay-per-views, especially big one.
That's why I love NXT. It's the only bit of wrestling I get to enjoy, really, that I watch these days.
Sad.
You have to analyse everything else, don't you?
I enjoy it, but I don't have Ross's insane schedule. So
I mean, it is easy to analyse NXT because generally that woman...
Good.
Yeah, right. Takes 3 seconds to do a... Yeah. My rituals used to be a ristorante pizza.
Oh, lovely.
Because if God wanted to make a pizza, it'd be ristorante. And I used to have...
What if God wanted
the pizza? Yeah. An energy drink, which I don't drink anymore because I'm going to live to be 40 for some reason. And that would, be like, yes, and everyone get together. But now, basically with schedules, me working a normal job as well as doing this and other botch stuff. Generally it'll be Monday evening. Everyone get together. Now I'm healthy, Maffew. Ooh, God, I don't look it. Now I'll be healed.
Great. Be healthy.
Be healed, and then I'll be like, maybe a coffee. Ooh. And then, not wine gums, but what would I have? Jaffa cakes.
I've never been to a pay-per-view gathering of friends.
Have you not really?
No, because it's been...
Really? Even before, like, Name Redacted?
Yeah, because I wasn't really... I got back into wrestling because of Name Redacted, really.
See, that's
I was loosely involved. I was loosely involved with wrestling. I was loosely a wrestling fan before, but...
Right.
But
I was hired at Name Redacted because wrestling was my second subject area. I was hired as a football writer.
That's right, yeah.
I'm the same.
But
that got me back in completely.
So I've never
right. I keep forgetting that weird thing.
Never been to a pay-per-view gathering of friends.
See, you're professionals that do wrestling stuff. I'm just a guy that happens to fit doing wrestling stuff around. Is like, hey lads, let's watch wrestling. Yay!
You know when like the Shark Bar in Newcastle or whatever. I was like, pay-per-view or whatever. Never been to one.
Yeah, never been.
Sounds like a great laugh.
No, you've been like Big Keller. Oh, wow.
Lovely wings there, didn't you?
The Shark Bar.
Yes.
Oh.
When served by the kilogram, you know it's good. But to me, I would not be watching wrestling or enjoying it if I wasn't sat watching it with friends or anything like that. Honestly, I'd be like, oh, whatever. So well done, you guys, for still hating wrestling.
No, to be honest,
treating like it's a job.
To be honest, it's a good job.
Yeah, you could have worse jobs.
Yeah, we've just been through. Number 6. Hey guys, is there a superior breakfast food? Thanks for the great content. Kitch and soup. Is there a bit left off there? Is there a superior breakfast food? If you get to mention what he likes, is that it?
Can you say what his name is again?
Yeah, sure. Thanks for the great content. Kitch and soup.
Kitchen soup.
He's got him again. That's the second time somebody's done a name like that and you've not picked up on it straight away.
Jason
because I read, again, I'm in a call centre. We get names like, hello, Mr. Kitch and soup.
You're like Ron Burgundy.
Oh, you Kitch and soup.
You're like Ron Burgundy when he's reading the order queue and he's like, my tiny little nipples went to France.
Is there a superior breakfast food from Tits McGee?
Yeah.
So, what is your best breakfast food?
Bacon.
Yeah, fry-up's always good.
Bacon with sandwich with a bread fried. I had that once and almost thought I was going to die. It was like good.
Fried bread?
Fried bread? You ever had fried bread?
Yeah. It makes you feel crap afterwards.
You feel horrible. Yeah. But when you're eating it, it's delightful.
Yeah.
That's about right.
But I like the ingredients of an English fry-up. Yeah.
Sorry.
I was just going to give a shout-out to Ernest, a local establishment near where we work. Right across the road from right now. Which does a thing called a hash bowl, which is lovely. It's not that. It's like what's it? Chorizo and potatoes and that and halloumi cheese. Yeah, it's delightful. Spinach. It's lovely. I like that. But fry-up's the default best one. What about you?
Porridge.
Oh, do you like porridge?
Proper, not like, ready break or whatever, but like proper Scottish oats from a health food shop or whatever. Like, that and
sugar, syrup.
Get some yogurt. Like, there we go. Because I'm not like a greasy food eater. Because basically, I fart a lot, and I want people to like me.
Right.
So that would be like Hiroshima with me: fried bread and some hash. So eating these porridge and stuff like that, something to fill you up for a few hours, which porridge is perfect for if you're at the call center and your lunch is timed. So yeah, great. So yeah, which is a shame because like if you're out and about someplace new or whatever, you're down for Wolverhampton for Fight Club Pro, whatever, you're like, I'll get some breakfast. There's like Weatherspoons. Yeah. What they do, English fry-ups.
What's your favourite cereal? I haven't really eaten cereal for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, Golden Nuggets was the one back in the day for me. I was a Golden Nuggets man. No, this is like this
I was
must
going
be
to say, I can't see
about 12 years ago would have been my last
golden
bowl
nuggets,
of
yeah.
breakfast cereal.
I liked Golden Grahams
Oh,
and
honey,
Cinnamon
Golden
Grahams. The Grahams cereals were good.
All the Grahams.
All the Grahams.
Again, just to show how lame I am, muesli, probably.
Oh my God, Matthew.
I was raised vegetarian. I'm sorry, hippie mum.
And then graduated to well done steak. Yeah.
I can't believe, for years I had well done steak.
Well, you know now.
At least you got there in the end.
Yeah.
I'm going to go over and just annoy Americans that talk to me. Give them the code. Yeah, can I have a steak? Well done, please. I'll leave you alone. So, thank you very much for the questions. If you have any others or just thinly veiled insults, please don't hesitate to send them to
mailbag@cultaholic.com.
time for the big question.
Big question.
Did Becky Lynch turn heel?
Or not.
WWE seem to think she did.
Dateline.
So I grabbed her sweet can.
So, Becky, you said you turned on Charlotte. Your silence only incriminates you for... Becky Lynch. No! Sorry, this may not happen.
Simpsons there.
I know.
I'll press the buzzer. Hey, thank you.
So,
Hey. So,
did she or did she not Maffew of Botchamania?
that's my name on Twitter. This is what wrestling is in 2018, where fans
Subjective.
are... What?
Subjective.
Yeah, we're at the point where someone could do something bad, and you go, you know what? I think that person has a valid point. I'm going to cheer for them because, you know, even though it was a three-way match at SummerSlam, Charlotte did pin Becky, and Becky Lynch did have to earn her title shot. Whereas Charlotte kind of got it because she's got a famous
She's got
dad.
a chance out of nowhere, didn't she? Which is just like a bit Roman Reignsy.
Yeah,
Of-
which I think makes for a fun thing to watch because when they've both got a point, like I've said before and I'll say again, Miz versus Daniel Bryan, they both had very valid points. Daniel Bryan's all about, yeah, drop her on your head, Japanese style, Misawa, melts. And Bryan's like, Miz is like, I've never been long-term injured, you klutz, and you're retired from doing these dumb stuff. It's like, wow, both got a point. So it's nice when they've got the point. But now we're at the point where it's like, no, WWE is completely like, no, we don't want that. No. Boo Becky. She's a bad loser. You're like, no, but we relate to that.
Yeah.
We relate to someone more successful and pretty than us getting something we don't feel they deserve.
Hang on.
That's a very relatable
Whoa.
thing.
Whoa.
What?
Becky's very pretty.
That's not what I meant.
I know.
But if that's what it sounded like, then
Charlotte's the entitled.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
Charlotte's
Sorry.
the golden child.
Yeah. I mean, because she's more stereotypical.
She's an athlete.
Blonde,
She's
tan.
if you built a superstar from the ground up, she'd be that. She's
Right.
Randy Orton.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you were a man, you'd be Matt Riddle, blah, blah, blah. So that's what I mean. So it's like, damn it, from my perspective, I've earned this shot. I don't feel they have.
Well, I think,
Politics.
because I personally feel, I'm 100% behind what Becky did me. I thought
Right.
she was very justified in what she did. So I would have done the
We're
same.
talking about it like it's real as well.
Oh, good God, haven't
This
you?
is great.
Why not?
Goes on
Yeah.
Sunday. What do you think about that?
I think what they've done is made Charlotte the female Roman Reigns. Inadvertently. They've given her this opportunity, which she took, she earned, fair enough, but why did she get the opportunity in the first place? She's got the title now. It's a shame because Charlotte was like, she was getting to that stage where she was being like respected as the best woman in WWE on merit, because she is really good, isn't she?
Oh, yeah,
But
she's a good wrestler,
now she's
yeah.
got that big old asterisk next to her, hasn't she? Which is a shame. So the bollocks that one up, haven't they? Almost.
Well, I mean, I think there's
Potentially.
still time to save it. However, it's now like the speech she gave. It's quite clear they want us to boo Becky, but
Yeah.
she was like,
SmackDown judged the room wrong completely.
yeah. So if they're able to change it, which SmackDown's usually better this than Raw, it'd be all right. But yeah, right now it's like it's weird seeing. What she was saying, like all of you people, like every other bad person in return. And it's like,
But the thing she said,
and there's still so people are now, other fans are telling other fans, no, you're wrong. You should do this. You should probably do it. But be like, but wait a minute, I'm paying my
I'll
money.
do what I want.
yeah. It's the whole like Rollins Ziggler crappy ass main event
Yeah.
debate again, where she did an interview recently where he went, I felt very annoyed by the crowd, disrespecting me.
Is this Rollins?
That's not very good Rollins as well. He just sounds like he smokes.
Sound like Edna Mode that guy from The Incredibles.
Sorry. And I'm thinking, well, as I said last time on this debate, like,
No,
the crowd
you
were bored.
Were you doing your Rollins? Sorry, you sounded like Gruntilda from Banjo Kazooie. Yeah, right. Carry on. Sorry, I'm bringing out the weird
Come the
references.
subtitles.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
Give in, Jack.
yeah.
So yeah, the crowd clearly support Becky in her anti-Charlotte sentiments. Not because they think Charlotte's a bad person, you're right.
Yeah.
Becky,
Might see Becky be a badass for once as well.
Yeah, and I think it's also when do we present it like Becky, she's not had a chance, she's not had a title shot in a year and a half, and you're like, yeah, it's actually a very good point, So
I thought every point Becky made, you could answer it by just immediately without thinking. She was like, "Oh, have you people been behind me the whole way?"
Yes.
Gradually, yes. Where was the give Becky a chance hashtag? He did. People did.
I did justice for Becky. That was mine.
Just like everything she said in that promo from a heel standpoint, you could just prove wrong immediately, which is just them being tone deaf and not realizing what was going on.
It's when she was saying you were never you never were cheering for me. You were never behind me as they were cheering for her. Right then, when she was saying it. Yeah.
But interestingly, on the
you guys were never cheering for me. You guys have never liked me.
Yeah. On the YouTube channel, WWE's official channel, they have cut out every single heelish line that she did from the highlights.
Really?
I wrote a column on it yesterday. It's on
so
Cultaholic.com.
What do you mean? They cut all the
heelish stuff?
What, does she walk the ring and then walk out? Or?
No, it works. It works as like a valiant, defiant underdog. I'm not going to let what they've cut out and what they've released. It works as a valiant, defiant. So I think
so they actually are changing it.
I think they might have been really like, we might have made an error here, lads.
Good.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens next week.
Charlotte comes out and goes, "I'm your new daddy now.
I'm your new mother now."
Wendy.
Oh, Wendy!
Wendy! There's no more Charlotte Flair. Welcome, Wendy Flair.
Whoa.
But they might have changed their minds. They might not have. I firmly believe that Becky's still the babyface. I don't think what she did was a heel turn. But WWE might think, it's interesting, isn't it?
I never go to a show and be like, you know what, lads? Wouldn't it be great, right? If we booed all the good guys. Yeah, dude. No, I've never felt that. I've cheered the people that I think have got a good point.
It's interesting, we're having this discussion because heels and faces don't exist anymore, do they? It's either you're entertaining or you're not.
Well, true. I think.
Sorry, go on.
Well, just because I think a lot of it depends on the relationship the promotion has with their audience. WWE have quite a bad relationship with their audience a lot of the time, or their online audience, very sort of defiant, smarky audience, or at least the vocal ones. Whereas if you go, like on the UK indie scene, you go to like Progress or Attack or FCP or whatever, they do boo the heels because they're genuine. They want to be part of the show and they want to enhance it because I think smaller promotions, the crowd feel more of a duty to help the show.
I think that's a very good point. I was thinking about this recently. It is something like, I know it's just me, but whenever I see someone with an iPhone, they're always bitching about how bad it is. But they're like, oh, it may break, but I have to buy my work. And I think it's a weird thing where if a company is number one, a lot of people don't feel the urge to go, I support the biggest corporation. I'm a huge sellout, whatever. But, the fact that we are led by corporations or whatever. So there are a lot of people that go, I watch WWE, but only like a bit of Raw and a bit of SmackDown and 205 Live and Superstars, maybe. Yeah, no one goes, you know what? I effing love WWE. I can't get enough of it. No, it's always this like, you have to be critical of, the winners, basically, the Man United of wrestling, as it were. So it's weird. It's a weird relationship.
It's weird to see the cycle shifting as well because there's often promotions that are in vogue and cool to like, and then it'll gradually shift away. And suddenly, sometimes when a fan's like, everyone loved Progress a couple of years back. Everyone thought Progress was the best. And then I saw some like, actually Progress isn't that good. And I was like, whoa, when did it suddenly become uncool to like Progress? It was a weird thing. Sorry, that's off topic. It's not.
No, it is.
So Becky didn't turn heel now. But I just thought it was quite strange.
Look at us, having a serious discussion about the wrestling.
Completely. What a great way to finish, being called diddlers and whatever, to be like, the serious discussion with Becky. But yeah, no, it is interesting seeing the relationship between fans and the product, and I don't think there's any other product in the world, sport.
It's very unique, isn't it? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But we all know somebody or a type of fan base that will go, what's the Kevin Nash quote? That was the worst pay-per-view I've ever seen, and I won't be buying another one until next month.
Triple H, when me and my friend Mark will complain about.
Oh, that promo. Oh, it posted endlessly on Twitter when like the stock went low. I'm gonna stop watching.
Oh, did it actually? When he did that, did the stock actually drop?
Yeah.
Oh,
it was immediately afterwards, but there was a period where
Triple
afterwards
H.
it went down, ratings low, but obviously, they all went for years. It'll come back up, and everyone went, you delusional idiot. And now, Fox, $10 billion, bazillion dollars. It's like, oh, they knew what was, okay, I'm dumb. Wrestling is nothing.
Yeah.
On that awesome note, Ross, anything to plug or talk about?
At Ross on Wrestling is my Twitter. That's my game. Ooh. That's how I fight.
Winding down now. And take it home. Take it home.
Jack the Jobber. Don't forget that you can get tickets to Wrestling MediaCon at WrestlingMediaCon.com in Manchester on September the 8th and 9th, I believe. Maffew.
I'll be right now. And if you are too far away, say Chicago-based area in another country, you may wish to come to Starcast, or if you can't make it, just go to All In like everybody else.
Too sweet, Jesus. Bro.
Lots of stuff will be happening. I'll be there. If you see me, shout Diddler or something at me, so I know G.
Please shout Diddler at the top of your lungs.
Maybe not in America.
Yeah, Diddler. They won't know what it means. So
no, American is when...
they know what it means?
America's when
don't show that then.
Shout wank instead, because wank means now over there, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh, they love it with Nigel McGuinness and TNA. All right, wankers.
Yeah. Hey, you bloody wanker. Yeah. So weird in an American accent.
Shout, hey, you bloody wanker, if you see Maffew.
It's okay. It's what they call themselves over there.
Hey, you twat. Oh, my God. Wrestle twats, dude.
Don't call me a fag.
Again, it means cigarettes.
Cigarettes!
Again, it means cigarettes over here. It means cigarettes. Fine. Funny.
Don't call me a fanny. That means...
Funny just means ass in America.
Yes.
It means vagina.
I'm a fanny man. Boop, boop. It's a great American accent. Yeah, you know what? Just don't talk to me. You may like me.
Dude! We sound like the Beastie Boys. Oh, on that note, don't forget
don't know what to say after what I've just heard there.
Join us and that. Join us.
Join us.
Yeah, my eyes, do it.